important than now. It has been around for years, but there hasn't been that much of emphasis. And I think this is an opportunity for ISEC, an organization that is all about corporate social responsibility and really looking into the opportunities out there that are to partner with non-profit organizations and foundations which are actually funded by profit organizations which basically have failed to achieve or have marginally achieved through the means of profit their objective. And now they are trying to redefine themselves. And I think ISEC has a huge opportunity to basically just re-look at, take a different perspective, take another pair of eyes in terms of how we can actually better partner with the corporations, not from a perspective of just helping them bringing talent, but how we can help them to achieve what they truly want to do. Because the concept of revenues, expenses, and profit, the profit-driven economy has failed. And the capitalism, like the core concept of it, is imperfect because it enables the corporations to excel at one thing and fail at many others. And we continue to see that. Where ISEC, I think, can bring value is really holding them accountable and helping them to be more successful because they don't have the means to do so. And I've seen many organizations, including mine, simply, we sponsor in excess of like hundreds of organizations, just like ISEC is. We throw millions, and then billions in some cases, in order to basically make up to the society for what actually we truly want to do as an organization. Thanks.
Thank you. I'm sorry, we need to move on. The way it felt this last 60 minutes is one of those family reunions in front of the fireplace where different generations talk about family issues and housekeeping stuff in a relaxed atmosphere with the fire in the back. That's the way it felt to me. I hope it was good for you too. Let us thank the speakers. Thank you. Seriously, I think that after so many times that I've read and listened people talking about emotional intelligence and leadership, this was probably the first time that I got it. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. And also for putting it out in front of us. Now,
this ISEC Alumni Conference gave me an opportunity to step into a role as a leader. And it's been a while since I've been invited to do that.
The ISEC Alumni Conference is such a wonderful way to not only reconnect with friends and make new friends, but to reconnect with the purpose of ISEC, which actually is my purpose. I think it's the purpose most of us who've been through ISEC are here to do, which is peace and fulfillment of humankind's potential.
The ISEC Alumni Congress provides a really great platform for bringing the alumni together with the young ISECers. It's really about moving our collective consciousness to a higher level by bringing the whole world together in one room, and that's what we're here for.
So my perspective on the ISEC Alumni Conference is my first AAIC 2018 in Egypt, and I think it's an amazing opportunity to get to network with people from all over the world. And I think, I think I'm one of the youngest alumni that attended this conference. And it's amazing to see that you leave everything at the door. Doesn't matter.
Well, I think it is a great idea hosting this very special 70th anniversary International Congress in Egypt, where it all began. Not ISEC, but history. And I believe we are also writing history here, and I'm especially happy that we managed to get one of the founders, Jean Chopin, and his wife, Catherine, here to attend this very special occasion and to celebrate with us.
For me, it has been a great pleasure to meet my friends from around the world again in this wonderful place, in this wonderful country. And as a representative of the ISEC Alumni International EB, it was very important for me to talk to NAA leaders, RAA leaders, and to define how to work in the upcoming year to broaden the membership base for AAI.
I think we're facing a leadership crisis in the world, and I believe the root of the leadership crisis is that we don't have a large enough leadership development platform to help people at all ages.
I think the challenges are captured very well in ISEC's Sustainable Development Goals, but the challenge for us as alumni is how do we bring them into reality? How do we harness our potential as a group in a community and come together as the millions strong to make that happen? And every day, more and more, every year, more and more, to create fulfillment of humankind's potential and through that peace.
I believe what we as a community here can achieve in addressing issues is really bringing solutions to the table. By having global leaders around the table and discussing how can we face spiritual divides, cultural divides, and also divides of how we want to lead this planet. That's what we're here for, and I think this is a really powerful message to the world, not just within, but also without, to the outside.
I think the challenges that I saw at AAIC is that there needs to be more bridging between alumni and ISECers. I think this conference really brought up the need for opportunities to do so with our networking events.
I see multiple challenges, and I believe we're all in common agreement about those. But at this point, I would like to point out one, which is the need to enlarge the membership base. And there are different approaches. The most important we need to tackle in the upcoming year is the idea to implement the integrated membership by changing the membership status from individual to institutional membership. That will be a big step forward and help us to enlarge membership, to make the association more attractive, more powerful, and reduce legislative needs for the members.
Yeah, challenges are not few. We have to admit that there are some challenges in the financial area, and but it all comes together to one glue that we need to find a way on how to reach out to the alumni community in the world and to again gain more members, attract more people to the association so that more revenue streams come up and to solve the challenges we face.
To the alumni out there, I challenge you to think of ways that we can continue the leadership development of ISEC after we're out of university. How do we continue to give each other leadership development opportunities after ISEC?
Live your purpose, fulfill your potential, create peace and fulfillment of humankind's potential, and do that by living a life without fear.
My message is this: we need to be authentic as alumni in delivering what we invite the young ISECers to do, which is to be self-aware, to empower others, to be world citizens, and to be solution-oriented. There's a lot we need to solve in this world, and we really need to get done today to solve those challenges.
I think my key message to the alumni out there is to definitely come back, get involved. There wasn't enough alumni at this conference. Me, myself, I took a step back a few years ago, and returning, it's amazing, the networking and the cultural experience and everything.
The message is very clear. Don't ask what the benefits of being a member at AAI are for you, but ask what you as an ISEC alumni can do for ISEC Alumni International to support them, to strengthen the association, and to continue living the values of ISEC, or at least to provide the resources and the support for those being active in the association.
Yeah, guys, you missed a great conference, and I can only invite everybody to join the ISEC alumni groupings, communities in your countries on your local level, and become part of this wonderful association and of this wonderful team, and revive the ISEC nostalgia, but also enjoy great benefits for your own personal life and future. And this is it. It's just wonderful.
Hello, this is Mohammed Fadil, President-elect of ISEC International. I wanted to send you guys a message as alumni of ISEC. First off, thank you for all that you've done for us. Thank you for making ISEC what it is today, and we couldn't be more grateful. I got a chance to meet some of the wonderful alumni here in the International Congress 2018 in Egypt, and I couldn't be more thrilled to have gotten that opportunity and got to speak with them and got to share a lot of insights and a lot of great conversations. From our point of view, currently what's happening in ISEC, we're putting a lot of focus on basically shaping everything that we do around what the world needs, and that to us stands from the point of view of the Sustainable Development Goals by the United Nations that are set for 2030. So that agenda is something we're also fighting for, something that we're putting a lot of effort and investing in. Currently, all the projects that we're having on our platform are directed towards fulfilling whether it's a couple of goals of the SDG or a couple, like we're trying to focus on specific ones of them, but we're still having the holistic view of wanting to impact the world through the SDGs. So every single project is shaped in terms of its job description and everything entailed within to be impacting the SDGs, and also focusing a lot on how can we measure that impact that we're doing towards the SDGs. We're also having an initiative within ISEC that's called Youth for Global Goals, and that's basically trying to mobilize every young person in the world in order to be able to impact the SDGs in one way or another. We're having more initiatives next to it, so we're focusing on creating things such as the world's largest lesson, where we are basically taking young people and sending them to schools and getting them to teach younger people, and children, students, and even like it doesn't even have to be young people alone, but getting them to teach them and getting them to know more about the SDGs and understand them. So that's a big initiative that we're having, and we're putting a lot of focus and emphasis on it. And this year we're investing more into that initiative, Youth for Global Goals. So from our side, when we think of what can happen from alumni side as well to support and push for the SDGs, we need your expertise, we need your helping hands as well. But how can you start putting more effort into it? How can you start engaging with us? And how can you be basically the pillars and the people who would be I'd say, if I can say, can echo our message a lot louder to the outside world, because a lot of people still do not know about the SDGs, a lot of people are not acting upon them. So how can you be that bridging gap between us and other people in the world that we're not able to reach, and how can you be also the ambassadors for the SDG from our side as still ISECers, because once an ISECer, always an ISECer. So from that's our message. Thank you again, and I hope I get to see all of you soon, and take care.
If it was night, you could do it.
What's happened to, like taking notes on this stuff? Just say. Let's say you were.
Camera runs by itself, man. You press runs by itself.
What will we do when we get old? Will we walk down the same road? Will you be there by my side, standing strong as the waves roll? Do you have fun? Oh, actually, I might be in
Photographer, chef. Mama. No, mama.
Where are we looking, guys? Yeah, everywhere.
I feel like a star. So that's a
I guess I should not move.
What will we do when we get old? Will we walk down the same road? Will you be there by my side? Standing strong as the waves roll. And the nights are long, longing for you to come home. All around, the wind blows, we would only hold on to let go. What is fire gone? We need someone to lean on. What is fire gone? All we need is somebody to lean on.
Okay.
谢大家。
What will we do when we get old? Will we walk down the same road? Will you be there by my side? Standing strong as the waves roll. And the nights are long, longing for you to come home. All around, the wind blows, we were only on road to let go. Like this, fire gun, we need someone to lean on. Like this, fire gun, all we need is somebody to lean on. Like this, fire gun, we need someone to lean on. Like this, fire gun, all we need is somebody to lean on.
Where does racism come from? Discrimination, inequality, war. Imagine a world where people can work towards their own understanding of peace, while acknowledging and respecting each other's point of view. Imagine a world where people can be the best versions of themselves. Would it change anything?
Through every step we take and through every action, we strive to create a better tomorrow. By developing people through learning from practical experiences in challenging environments. We place our confidence in youth as the key to unlock a better future and make this accessible to everyone, everywhere.
It was not an easy path, but we certainly achieved something which today is probably unique of its kind in the world.
We want you to experience the world, because if you experience it, you can start to understand it. And if you understand it, then you can start to change it.
What I've admired about AIESEC, and that has become stronger and stronger over the years, is you equip young people with a sense of responsibility to make a difference in the world. Here's my message for all AIESEC members of today. Go on to live from your responsibility as the future leaders of the world.
We proudly look back on our past and we embrace the challenge of activating the generations ahead of us.
We are no longer part of an organization, but a part of a youth leadership movement.
We have come a long way together, but there's still work to be done. For us and for the world, our commitment is with you.
Absolutely gigantic.
Old friends make new friends, get back in touch and recharge with the purpose of AIESEC, vision of AIESEC, facing people with different kinds of attention.
With this conference, I'm simply a huge bridging the gap between students.
Thank you.